5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're doing frequently asked questions part 1. It's 45 questions tonight. You've seen all these questions before. So this is just to jog your memory. I've spoken about this a bunch of times. Let's see how well you guys do. We're gonna try and get through this quickly. All right, not bad. Round of applause. Okay. So, like I said, this is frequently asked questions, part 1, the first 45 frequently asked questions. And I can see you guys are doing well. These numbers are looking really good, but this is just the first question. So let's see how you guys do on the next one. You've seen this as well. Not bad. So for the 4 people that got this wrong, at the end of the Second World War, the United Nations was formed and Denmark joined immediately after it was formed the same year. This is second most frequently asked question. So basically all the questions that you're going to see tonight, you have to know the answers to these questions. There's 185 of them. This is the first 45. So by frequently asked, I mean, you're probably going to see this question in the next test. So next one. Okay, so 11 people got this wrong. You've heard me say this before. Go to the parts of the book. I think this is chapter 2 or 3, I can't remember. Make a list of all the rights that are protected in Grundlov because they appear in different forms and different questions. Next one. All right, not bad. So, a minister does not have to be a member of parliament. An example of a minister that was not a member of parliament is a guy called Tommy Allers. He was in Lars Løkke's government, the one right after Helle Thorning-Schmidt. Next one. All right. It's super competitive today. Okay, only 5 people got this wrong. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this. So you have to know the answers to these questions, okay? So the 5 people that got this wrong, please plug this knowledge gap. It's super competitive today. You can see everyone is scoring above 4,000 points, and you can see the margins between number 1 and number 2 is only, what, 4 points? So lots of people are going to be falling out of the top 5 and coming into the top 5, depending on how quick you answer the question or whether or not you answer the question correctly. Anyways, 3 players have reached an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Next one. All right. I'm not going to be doing a lot of explaining. Just know that if you get any of these questions wrong, which not many of you are, just a few of you are, then plug the knowledge gap. You guys are doing really well. You should be proud of yourselves. I think we have about 70 something days to the test. And if you're doing this good, then I'm hopeful that it gets better. So 24 hours, only 2 people got this wrong. Round of applause. And if everyone gets a question right, then I'll give an explosion. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully you all get this one right. Ah, man, only 2 people got this wrong. Next one. Okay, only 2 people got this wrong. The answer is Kalmar Union. Next one. Tanker is slowly finding his way to the top. We've seen this before. This was in the previous Kahoot on Sunday. Wow. I'm surprised that 14 people got this wrong. Well, so the workers are usually associated with the Social Democratic Party. And even up until now, most of the people that work in the public sector vote traditionally Social Democratic Party. So keep that in mind. Whenever you see Arbeiter or Arbeitersbewegung or anything like that, and it's a question like this, it's usually the Social Democratic Party. That's the answer. Okay, some people made mistakes. Deeps is back with an answer streak of 3, and she's on fire.
Excellent.
Next one. I've spoken about this a bunch of times. Okay, so I've spoken about this a bunch of times. 9 people got this wrong. After the First World War, Germany lost that war and they had to, it became possible for Denmark to reunite with Sønderjylland. And they lost Sønderjylland in the Second Schleswig War. You're probably going to see that question as well. E has the highest answer streak of 11. Round of applause for E. You've seen this as well. All right. Only one person got this wrong. I wish you got that right. I would have given an explosion. So formula is 4-4-5. So 4 years for full contain, another 4 years for communal and regional, and then 5 years for European Parliament. I think the regional and communal elections usually happens in November of the election year. I think I read that in the book, but please cross-check that. All right, static top 5, not much is going on. Next one. Yes, so Niels Bohr won a Nobel Prize 1922 for the model of the atom. Static top 5 still, so it's still super competitive. You can see everyone in the top 5 is over 12,000 points. The margins between them are super swell. Okay, not that slim. There's 60 points between Queen and Kudos. But any mistake in this top 5 and someone is going to drop out. Ambasaria is back in the game. 3 in a row. She's on fire. Please, everyone, get this right. Okay, 3 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. There's 179 members of parliament. 175 of them are from Denmark, 2 are from the Faroe Islands, and 2 are from Greenland. Next one. So we're a third of the way through now. Højesteret. 5 people got this wrong. Yeah, please get to know this. Basically, like I said before, all the questions you're seeing are must know. You must know the answers to these questions. There's 185 of them, and you must know the answers to these questions. I cannot emphasize that enough. All right, 3 people got this wrong. There are 5 regions in Denmark. Sometimes they ask for the names of those regions. So make a list of the regions, and yes, there are 5 of them. Next one. Please, everyone, get this right. All right, so Rigsfællesskab, escape. So the Danish Commonwealth. It's made up of Denmark, the Faroe Islands, and Greenland. Only 2 people got this right, so plug that knowledge gap. Okay, someone either answered slowly or made a mistake and dropped out of the top 5. AVF has the highest answer streak of 17.
Excellent.
All right, next one. Let's see how you guys do on this one. Okay, not so bad. I was expecting like half of these fails. Only 13 people failed it. So the year before, so 1973 was the year that Denmark joined the EU. The year before there was a referendum, and I think the referendum passed by a very small margin. I think 52 point something. I can't remember exactly what the number was, but the people that voted no got angry, and they decided to vote in a whole bunch of protest parties into parliament. And none of those parties are still in the parliament, by the way. So that's what this election year was about, and that's why it's called the landslide election. All right, next one. Yes, so Rolstrompe-Bevægelsen, so the Red Stocking movement, which was a worldwide movement at the time, was about gender equality. 5 people got this wrong. Please plug the knowledge gap. We're almost halfway through. All right, so 5 people got this wrong. As you can already tell, there was some major events in 1973. So that was the year that Denmark joined the EU. That was the year of the landslide election. That was also the year that abortions were voted into law. I think what else happened then? Can't remember, but yeah, 3 major things. And they pop up all the time. You guys are doing really well. Okay. Grundloven was changed in 1953 to allow a woman to inherit the throne. And that's how come Queen Margaret II is on the throne at the moment. All right, on to the next one. Addis, don't worry, you get it right next time. All right, so 10 people got this wrong. According to Grundloven, power is split 3 ways. There's the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary, which is the courts. Next one. All right, so Kudos is now number 1, VVH number 2, Raheem number 3, JK, and AVF 4 and 5. As you can see, they're all above 20K. So the margins are pretty slim. Any mistakes are going to kick them out of the top 5. SD is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
We are halfway through now. All right, so only members of parliament can be members of a parliament committee. 5 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Static top 5. Next one. Yes, so most governments in Denmark since World War II have been minority governments. A minority government meaning that the parties that make up the government do not have, so when they're combined, they don't have a majority in parliament. And that means that they need support parties to get their bills passed or voted for. So yeah. Don't know if that made any sense, but anyways, 8 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. On to the next one. All right, only one person got this wrong. We're getting closer and closer to a question where everyone is going to get this right. And when that happens, I will give you an explosion. Yes, Addis, everything is on the website. So when we're done with this, I'll show you where to find it, okay? All right, next one. All right, 7 people got this wrong. So for any candidate or any political party to get a mandate and be represented in Folketing, they need at least 2% of the total votes that were cast in that election. 7 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. All right, static top 5. On to the next one. You've seen this before. Please let this be the question where everyone gets this correct. All right, so there's 98 communes and 5 regions. I think I spoke about that already today. But yeah, so 7 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know, plug the gap. Yes, so the Folketing election usually has the highest turnout, and it's between 80 to 89% that turn out to vote. So 80 to 89% of eligible voters turn out to vote. Excuse me. 6 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. So Folketing is the highest one. The next one is the communal and regional election, and the lowest one is the European Parliament election. Okay, so it says Falaka is back with an answer streak of 3, and she's on fire. All right, so everyone in the top 5 except AVF has over 26,000 points. You've seen this before. Wow. All right, so I knew this was gonna happen. Round of applause. And yeah, I was waiting for this. Okay, static top 5. Ava is back in the game.
Excellent.
Next one, only 15 questions to go. Spoke about this already today. Man, this is what I'm talking about, man. For real. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so 15 questions to go. You guys are doing really well. So this is really heartwarming for me. And we have over 70 days to the exam, and you guys are doing really well on the frequently asked questions already. So the next thing to do would be to plug up the gaps for the not so frequently asked questions. I hope you're reading the book. I hope you're making notes. I hope you're using the website, going through the quiz, chapter by chapter, section by section. Okay, back to this one. So Adam Olenschlager wrote the Danish national anthem in 1819. 17 people got this wrong, and the name of the anthem is Der et Unbeklem. Now you know what you don't know, plug your knowledge gap. Like I always say, the purpose of these Kahoots is for you to figure out what you don't know. So you can go and plug it and then come back for the next Kahoot. And it's an iterative process, You do it, you figure out where the holes are, you plug the hole, come back and try again. And that way you keep learning, and failing forward. And hopefully by the time of the exam, you'd have the answers to like maybe 1,000 questions in your head. When you go in the test, you'll be done in like 10 minutes, you'll be out of there. All right, next one. Okay, so Huber has a streak with 31 correct answers in a row, and Huber is not in the top 5. That's how competitive this is. So this one is for Huber. We spoke about this today as well. Oh, man. Anyways, yes. So 179 members of parliament. 175 from Denmark, 2 from the Faroe Islands, and 2 from Greenland. Sometimes they only ask about Greenland, sometimes they only ask about the Faroe Islands, and in this case, they ask about the Faroe Islands and Greenland. All right, next one. We saw this in the previous Kahoot, if you were here. All right, not bad. Only 4 people got this wrong. Only the members of the church actually pay the church tax. And I think about 70% of people in Denmark, well, Danes in Denmark are members of the dance folk here. But anyways, let's see, next one. $11 questions to go. You've seen this as well. All right, Grundtvig. 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Plug the knowledge gap. Static top 5. Victoria's back in the game 3 in a row. She's on fire. Perfect. All right, next one. Spoken about this before as well. Okay, only 3 people got this wrong. There is 10 years undervisningsplikt. So you have to have 10 years of some kind of education in Denmark. It is, you're obligated to do that here. All right, 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Next one. Seen this as well in the previous Kahoot. All right, 8 people got this wrong. Anders Bevægelsen, the second half of the 1800s, where farmers pool their resources. So this is, in English, it's the co-op movement. And I think, what's the name? Arla. Arla is a co-op, and it's lasted for a very, very long time. So Arla, whatchamacallit, they make yogurts and milk. All right, next one. Okay, still static top 5. So at the moment we have VBH, Kudos, JK, Rahim, and Pan. 3 players just hit an answer streak of 4.
Excellent.
All right, on to the next one. Okay, so 16 people got this wrong. Kanslergeld Verlies, or the Kanslergeld settlement. This was during the Great Depression, where there was a huge financial crisis in the world. And this was an attempt to help during that financial crisis. At the time, it was Thorvald Stauning who had been elected in 24. if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, and the reason it's called the Kanzlergeld verliehen is because the prime minister's office at the time was a Kanzlergeld. All right, next one. Almost at the end now. I think we already saw this. So hopefully you all get this right. All right, round of applause. Still static top 5. BBH is pulling away. Next one. Addis, you're doing really well. Keep up the good work. All right, so the focusing is in Christian's ball. 6 people got this wrong. We actually had a tour. When did we have that on? Over the weekend, I think. And there's going to be another one. I'm going to book it. I'm going to announce it in the group soon. 6 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Plug this knowledge gap. Next one. Yes, definitely. Yeah, this. You guys are doing well. Yeah, we talked about this already, yeah? So hopefully you all get this right as well. Please. Let's see. Oh man, only one person got this wrong. So 4, 4, 5, okay? 4 years. So focusing every 4 years. Communal and regional every 4 years, usually in November. And then the European Parliament is every 5 years. So 4, 4, 5. Only one person got that wrong. Please plug your knowledge gap. Tanker is back at the top 5. 15 players reached an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Okay, we've got 5 questions to go and we're done with this. Yeah, okay, this is a bit tricky. Well, let's see how you guys doing this. Okay, so what? 22 people got this wrong. So Folketing's ombudsman is kind of like an independent watchdog that's appointed by the Folketing to watch over the public authorities to make sure there is no negligence and kind of misconduct when they're dealing with the public. That's basically all this is. It is frequently asked, so the 22 people that got this wrong, please, plug this knowledge gap in case it pops up in the next test. All right, Tanker fell out, Pan came back in. E has the highest answer streak of 41. And he's on fire. Okay, only one of you got this wrong. Make a list of the responsibilities of the commune, the state, and the region. Next one. All right, so 4 people got this wrong. So during collective bargaining, Dansk Arbeidsgiverne, or DA for short, represents the interests of the employers, and FH, I can't remember exactly the full name, I think it's Fagbevægelsens whole organization or something like that, represents the interest of the employees during collective bargaining. So please please plug this knowledge gap for the 4 people that got this wrong. Oh man. Okay, kudos fell out at the last minute. There are 2 questions to go. At the moment we have VVH number 1, JK number 2, Rahim back on the podium at number 3, Tanker up to number 4, and Pan. And number 5, Annie is back in the game 3 in a row, and she's on fire.
Excellent.
All right, 2 questions to go. Okay, so as an employee, you have you're not obligated to join a fagforening. That's what this question is about. So the 9 people who got this wrong, well, I know what you don't know. Get to know. Last question. Just talked about this. Let's get an explosion on the last question. Let's see if that can happen. Oh, man. Anyways, round of applause. You guys did excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay. Podium time. JK, Rahim, and VVH, I think. Yes. All right. And we've got Tanker at number 4 and Pan at number